Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my dear cadets of 11th class. Welcome to the today's session. Today, we will understand framework of modern periodic table. Say, when we arrange elements from top to bottom in the increasing order of atomic number, that arrangement is called as what? Group wise. And if you arrange elements in the increasing order of atomic number from left to right horizontally, that is called as period. So the word group and the period are coined for the modern periodic table, but earlier in the Mendeleev's table he said vertical arrangement of elements and the horizontal arrangement of elements, but today we say by using two words. So group is what? Group is from top to bottom or the vertical arrangement of the elements. Period is from left to right or the horizontal way of arranging the elements. So today now we will study what? Groups of the modern periodic table. Groups are the vertical columns in the modern or long form of the table. There are 18 groups in the periodic table. Please recall yesterday's discussion. So from the first group, second, third, 18th was the inert gas. So totally we have 18 groups on the modern periodic table. These groups are numbered from 1 to 18 using the Hindu-Arabic numerals. Each group consists of elements having the same outer shell electronic configuration. Let us recall the modern periodic law. Modern periodic law depends on the atomic number. So atomic number is related to the number of electrons, and using the number of electrons we write the electronic configuration. So for the present modern periodic table, electronic configuration is the basis. Now after understanding groups on the table, now we will go to the periods in the modern periodic table. Periods are the horizontal rows in the modern or long form of the periodic table from left to right. There are 7 periods in the periodic table. Okay, period is what? First period, second period, third period from left to right. Okay, that is they are called as the periods. Totally we have 7 periods. These are numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 using the Hindu-Arabic numerals. Earlier, once again recall, earlier groups were designated using the Roman, but the periods were designated using the Hindu-Arabic. But today, whether it is a group or the period, both are designated using the Hindu-Arabic numerals or the numbers. In the first period, we have two elements, hydrogen and the helium. Left topmost is hydrogen, right topmost is helium. So these two are the members of the first period. In the second period and in the third period, we have 8 elements. Now, members of the second, lithium, sodium. After hydrogen, what? Helium. Next, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Then comes neon. Totally 8. In the same way, in the third also, we have 8 elements. That means second period and the third period consist of 8 elements. They are called members of the second and third period. What about the fourth and the fifth? Fourth and the fifth period consists of 18 elements. Okay. Why 10 extra here? This 10 extra is because of the middle row. Middle row contains 10 elements. So they enter the d orbital. Because the capacity of d orbital is 10, therefore 10 is added here. So fourth period contains 18. In the same way, fifth also contains 18 elements because of the d orbital entry while writing the electronic configuration using the above principle. On the other hand, the sixth period consists of 32 elements. Why 32 here? 18 plus how much equal to 32? 18 plus 14. Why 14? After the d entry, Now start the F orbital entry. What is the capacity of F? It is 14. So because of the F orbital entry, whose capacity is 14, that 14 is added to the 18, becoming 32. That means the number of elements in the sixth period equal to what? How much? 32. It is because of F entry. And the last period, seventh period of the periodic table, now has 4 new elements. They are atomic number 113, nihonium; atomic number 115, moscovium; atomic number 117, tennessine; and atomic number 118. This name of this compound is, name of this element is what? Oganesson. So these are the newly discovered elements which are included in the seventh period, making the seventh period complete. Otherwise, earlier seventh period was incomplete. Now, because of the 4 new elements discovery, now the seventh period is complete with 32 elements. The long form of the periodic table consists of a separate panel at the bottom. It consists of 14 elements of the sixth period called the lanthanoids and 14 elements of the seventh period called actinoids. So please recall yesterday's discussion. So there was a gap of 14 elements. It is because of what? Soon after the lanthanum, 14 elements come which are chemically same. So they are called as together by the first member lanthanum, lanthanoids. In the same way, the next 14 elements are called as actinoids, because the first it starts from the actinium, therefore they are called actinoids. So lanthanoids and actinoids are time being placed at the bottom, but actually their place is in the sixth period and the seventh period respectively. About lanthanoids and actinoids, separate chapter is there in the 12th class. We will discuss when you go to 12th class. Each period represents the number of shells or energy levels present in an atom of element. Means each period is given number. That number represents the principal quantum number or the shell number or the energy level number. Now, what is the cause of periodicity in the modern periodic table? What is the reason? Okay, what is meant by periodicity here? Periodicity means what? Repetition or the recurrence of the properties after certain time interval, after one period or second period. Why the repetition is there? That is the we want to find out. So that is called what? Cause of periodicity. Reason for periodicity in the modern periodic table. The cause of periodicity in properties is the repetition of similar outer electronic configuration after certain regular intervals. What is the reason? Reason is because they have the similar outer electronic configuration after certain regular intervals of time, that the similar electronic configuration repeats. That's why property repeats, because property depends upon the electronic configuration. So due to the repetition of the electronic configuration, property also repeats, and this is known as what? Periodicity. For example, all the elements of group 1, that is the alkali metals, have a similar outer electronic configuration. That is, hydrogen has 1s1, lithium 2s1, okay, then 3s1, 4s1, in general ns1, like that. So here n refers to the principal quantum number of the outermost shell. Because they have the ns1 similar electronic configuration, the properties are similar in the case of alkali metals. In the same way, the elements of group 17th have a similar outer electronic configuration, that is ns2 np5 general, hence have similar properties to one another, and they are called halogens. Now first member of halogen is fluorine. What is the atomic number of fluorine? It is 9. According to the above principle, 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. 1s2, 2s2, 2p5, total 9. So 2s2, 2p5 is the outer electronic configuration for the fluorine, and for the chlorine it is 3s2, 3p5, and so on. So in general it is ns2, np5. That's why I have written ns2, np5 here. This is called general electronic configuration for halogen, which is similar, so property also same. Similarly, the elements of group 18th have an outer electronic configuration ns2np6. They have full filled orbitals. They comprise of non-reactive elements called inert gas because the electronic configuration is full, ns2np6. So neither they accept electron nor they give electron, or they are not ready to even share also, not ready to coordinate also, neither donation nor accepting or sharing or coordinating. So they want to be stable. So on the modern periodic table, the most stable electronic configuration is 18th group because their shells are full. That's why they are called as elements with chemically least reactivity. Earlier they are called as inert gases or zero group or noble gas. Now today new nomenclature is made. This group is called as chemically least reactive group. Helium and argon have electron configuration similar to the elements of this group. So they are together and known as inert gases. Earlier, now chemically least reactive elements. Likewise, elements in a group have similar properties to those of all the other members of the same group. This is because they all have a similar electron configuration of the outer shell. That means why they show similar chemical properties, it is because of the similar outermost electronic configuration. Electrons which are present in the outermost shell, they are called as outermost electrons or valence electrons. Why the word valence is given? Because the definition of valency is the combining capacity of an element. So with what capacity is combining? With what electronic arrangement it is having. So depend upon the outermost electronic arrangement or electronic configuration properties decided. That's why outermost electronic configuration and the outermost electrons or the valence electrons are very important to decide the chemical properties. That's why the modern periodic table depends on the electronic configuration, means depends on the atomic number. That's why the modern periodic law we find the word atomic number in place of the atomic mass. Thank you, my dear boys. After understanding the modern periodic law and the modern periodic table and their trends, and in our next class we will discuss trends on the modern periodic table. So what are the trends are there when you move from left to right, when you move from top to bottom? So trend in the size, trend in the radius, trend on the giving electron capacity. So all those trends we discuss in our next class. Thank you.